So what's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. This is David with Mission to Muscle. Hope your day is going well. Just finished a pool day. Jumping in the car to deliver the information on this hitter from ASC Supplements. This is El Jefe. Right there, El Jefe Guerilla series. This is supposed to be their kind of like a daily driver. There's no exotic stems in this thing. It's nothing bad. Just so you know now, I'm going to get that out of the way. There is nothing that is unhealthy about this pre-workout. Just in case, while I'm giving the information, I forget to say that. Nothing at all. No racing heartbeat, no elevated blood pressure, nothing at all. But we're going to get into the flavor and into the scoop, and then we'll get into the ingredient profile. So you're going to see what's in this sucker. They sent me a blueberry lemonade. There it is right there. Decent flavor. If I was to try it again, I'd probably try a different flavor. It's not that it's bad. I'm just not a blueberry lemonade type guy. I'm more of a, I don't know. What am I? I'm actually basic. I am basic. I'm a basic bitch. I'm pretty basic. I can do with just fruit punch, so because I just down it anyways. But blueberry lemonade, they did a really good job with the flavor. It does taste like blueberry lemonade. Enough said there. Then we got the scoops here. Now we got the 1 scoop, 2 scoop. We're going to go over the ingredient profile with the 2 scoops. 1 scoop, just so you know, I put it on the scale multiple times too, just to be exact. It's 14 to 14.1 grams. 1 scoop here listed on the label is supposed to be 13.95 grams. So 2 level scoops is going to give you right around that 27.9 grams. Just 2 flat level scoops. Pack the scoop, scrape it to the side, boom, you got it. Let's get into the ingredient profile real quick. Right on the top here, we got L-citrulline malate 2-to-1 ratio. That's 8 grams. Some guys prefer L-citrulline because they're more into like the total bodybuilding type training, but I like malate because my training sessions are energy driven. So I like to do supersets. I like to mix it up. I just like to move. So I'm on the weight really quick. And what this is going to do is going to help with vasodilation from the L-citrulline. It's going to help with energy production with the malic acid by the use of turning malic acid into ATP through the Krebs cycle. So as you're training and burning fat and other things are happening in the body, that malic acid is going to use its energy. So this is, together as a combination, a great vasodilation, performance enhancing ingredient. And 8 whopping grams is going to give you right around 5 grams of L-citrulline for the pumps there. Then we got beta-alanine at 4 grams. I'll let you guys know how it hits. 4 grams. So we like to see that 3.2 grams. This is for more reps, more sets, less fatigue, if you're saturated in the gym. Then we got arginine nitrate at 3 whopping grams. So this is going to deliver, there are 262 milligrams of arginine nitrate in 1 gram of arginine, the arginine nitrate combination. Okay, 262 milligrams of nitrates in 1 gram of arginine nitrate. Sorry, I was in my head too much there. So at 3 grams, we're getting close to that 800 milligrams of nitrates in this 3-gram dose, along with some extra arginine that's going to couple with that L-citrulline and the nitrates and allow for some more vasodilation, blood flow, oxygen delivery, nutrient delivery there. So very good dose. And if you're looking at nitrates, you want to stay in between or you want to get, if you can, in between 400 to 800 milligrams. It's good dose for some vasodilation, blood flow, and oxygen delivery. So always remember 1 gram, 262. So if someone's putting out like 1 gram or 2 grams, you kind of have a number in your head of like, that's not enough or that's enough. So very good dosing there on their part. Then we got betaine anhydrous at 3 grams. Love that. It's for cell hydration, power output in the gym. And then we got taurine at 3 grams, more cell hydration, blood flow. This is going to help with endurance, anti-cramping, heart benefits, more of a healthy ingredient there. It's 3 grams, really good. Some cognitive function. Then we have some VasoDrive AP, 500 milligrams. That's a good dose. It's 508, I think. Yeah, 508 milligrams. So this is a tripeptide that is acquired from casein protein. And the main aminos that are used on the peptide, I think, are isoleucine, valine, and proline. So these are the tripeptides. The peptides are from those amino acids. Helps with vasodilation and blood flow by relaxing the blood vessels here. And it actually induces NO being released in the blood vessels through the endothelial tissue, which is the inner lining of the blood vessels itself, to allow for the expansion and the contraction. So then we got a Energy and Focus Matrix. That was a pump matrix. We didn't figure that out. We got L-tyrosine at 3 grams. This is a adrenaline, noradrenaline enhancer. Helps with cognitive function and focus. Also increases dopamine. And at 3 grams, this is going to actually be a thyroid enhancer. So it's going to help with metabolism and your metabolic rate as well. Then we got Alpha GPC 800 milligrams. Cognitive function, focus. This is going to give some more energy, some more endurance in the gym, so it's going to couple with all these effects. I'll give you guys the rundown here. Then we got some DMAE at 750 milligrams. This is a precursor to acetylcholine in the brain, so it's going to help with cognitive function, focus, a little mood elevation. 750 milligrams is a really good dose. Theobromine, 400 milligrams. This is a vasodilator, 400 milligrams. This is a diuretic. This is also a cousin or relative to caffeine. So at that type of a dose, coupled with caffeine, especially with caffeine, at that dose you don't even have to throw other stims in there. This is going to elevate the cognitive function and focus a little more, and it's going to throw in mood enhancing on top of the caffeine and these other ingredients. So it's just going to kind of couple together. 400 milligrams. I love that dose. Then we got an extra at 300 milligrams. This is an ingredient that all the companies out there, listen, that are using L-theanine and heparin A in their pre-workouts need to get rid of that shit and put some extra in its place. So what this does, this elevates dopamine and neurotransmitters in the brain, like it affects acetylcholinease, which is, if I'm saying it, cholinease, which is a enzyme that actually destroys choline production. So it works like heparin A by actually inhibiting that enzyme, so you get more choline production in the brain. Also, there's other neurotransmitters, I'm not going to name them all off, than just dopamine. You got serotonin, you got all kinds of different things going on in the brain. This elevates that and increases cognitive function, focus, not a stim, does not mess with the heart, does not mess with the blood pressure, anything like that. And this lasts for about 5 hours, and you couple this with caffeine or theobromine like they did in this pre-workout, and it's supposed to help with no crashing effects. And just so you know now, I didn't get any crashing on this. I'll let you guys know how long this thing lasted as far as focus, energy, and all that stuff, but no crashing for me. I think TJ did a review, just so you guys know. You can go check it out. We all have different experiences. I think he said something about he had kind of a slight crash. And I think Supplement Throwdown did a good review as well. Just yesterday, I was checking it out because there's something that I wasn't feeling that much in this thing. And I was like, are they feeling it too? So I had to check out their videos. And he didn't say anything about getting a crash on it. So you want to check them out. Supplement Throwdown and Fitness Deal News also did a review on this thing. Then we got caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams. Decent dose. That's a daily driver dose there. Then they throw on some caffeine malate at 150 milligrams. That's going to be about 110 extra milligrams of caffeine. It's going to be a slow-acting caffeine that's going to last and trickle away for about 4 to 6 hours, which is going to couple very well with an extra. Then they threw some citrate in here, which is a fast-acting caffeine, 100 milligrams. That's 50%, which is going to be 50 milligrams of caffeine. So in this thing, we have about 460 milligrams of caffeine per 2 scoops, just so you know. So it just all depends on what you consider a daily driver. So some people think 300, 350 is a daily driver. I'm fine doing a daily driver as far as 5-6 days a week at 450. That's just me. I love to be stimmed. So then we got an absorption matrix, which is estrogen at 50 milligrams. This is for the digestion, so everything kind of like digests well, gets in the system, and gets on with the delivery there. So, El Jefe Guerilla series. Purple lemonade. Blueberry lemonade. How did it do? So you're going to first take the scoop. So the 2 scoops. I took the 2 scoops on this thing, and the rundown, 10 minutes is when I felt the beta-alanine. And just so you know, for those taking this, for me, this was not an insane beta-alanine kick. It lasted for about 30 minutes. And it was just kind of this low-key, absolutely hardly no pins and needles for me, but warmth. So I got that warm, fuzzy hug, so to speak, that some people talk about. It just got warm on the arms, warm in the face, kind of a slight feeling of tingle. So this is on the low level. And, it disappeared around 30 minutes in, but there's a lot of other shit that starts happening on this thing as far as energy and stuff. So whether it disappears or not, I don't know, but you stop feeling around, at least I did. As far as energy comes in about 20 minutes. It's not a slap in the face. This at no point in your whole workout do you have some kind of an anxious feeling from the energy. Not at all. No anxiousness. This is just smooth. Probably this is on the top of the smooth hitter energy delivery that builds from 20 to about 45 minutes. 45 minutes is when the energy level pretty much peaks, and it's not anything crazy. It just seems like it goes from 100 milligrams popping in around 20 minutes to that 300, 325 milligrams. Super smooth, very, very smooth on the top as far as daily driver energy, because like I said, there is no anxious feeling, there is no racing heartbeat. At no time did I feel like I was fearing for my life at all. So love that effect. And the energy lasts, before I get into the focus, the energy peaks at 45 minutes. It literally lasts you on the peak end probably 2 hours until it starts tapering off. Just depends on how hard you train. I trained for an hour and a half intensively today, and at an hour and a half I was ready to go, but as you can tell, I'm not speeding up the camera or anything like that. I just still have a ton of energy. And this is going to carry on. That energy is going to last you for another 3 hours. So figure from initially taken, you want 5 hours before you go to bed type thing. Or so you can try to start shutting down around 5 hours. Focus comes in, really starts coming in, I'd say about 30 minutes. And that too peaks around 45 minutes. And couples very well with the caffeine to give you that dialed in, get shit done type energy without any anxious type feeling. So it dials you into your training to where you it's not like you're in a nootropic bubble. So I like to say this is in between a medium and a medium high level. And it's that type of focus that you can step away from and then step back into it. And then when you step back into it, it's tunnel vision. Yeah, you step out of it, and then you're not tunnel vision. So you can actually be productive. You can be social on this thing. And that, too, is going to last with the caffeine or the stimmed effect for 5 hours at least from initially taking it. So very, very good nootropic type hit. Caffeine, you're going to be, I rested today 1 minute in between sets. And I was doing supersets. I did some pull-ups, some reverse cable flies, 3 sets of that, and it was like a minute, and then I rest like a minute and a half before I jump onto something else. Sometimes 2 minutes, just depends on how long the sets are. And this thing had me going. You're going to have power on this thing. Before I get into the pumps, you're going to have power on this thing. This initiates some very good power and some very good cell swelling. So the muscle energy is kept throughout the whole workout. They did a very fantastic job on this thing as far as those looking for something like this, where it's not stem junkie type pre-workout. Although, being somewhat of a stem junkie myself, I would be fine running this and be satisfied if I was taking a break from a stem junkie pre-workout. That's just me. So I'm just giving you guys my experience there. You're going to have power, you're going to have endurance, you're going to have a positivity that kicks in about 30 minutes. So the theobromine, and for me, always, theobromine, high-dose caffeine, high-dose theobromine, gives me that caffeine positive feeling. And it's not like big, giant mood enhancing as far as euphoric. So I wouldn't call it euphoric where you're like, yeah, hey, let's do it. That's what I consider euphoric. This is just a positive sense of well-being, an uplifted feeling that you have for the whole 5 hours from initially taking this once it initially kicks in. So it's a very good deliver as far as that goes. Pumps on this thing, these are not cell swelling pumps. So don't expect this to be a cell swelling pre-workout. But you are going to get some fantastic blood flow. That arginine, the nitrates, and the L-citrulline are going to deliver some nice blood flow for energy, depending on how you train, and some nice tight pumps. Vasodilation. It's like, for me, I'm already dilated most of the time because I'm running thin, low calorie right now. So my vessels are closer to my skin right now. So it was pronounced. That's what I could say. I was looking in the mirror. It was kind of like beast mode. You see yourself with your veins popping and you're doing curls. It just motivates you. But not everybody's going to get that effect, just to be honest with you. You're going to get more of the tightness. And I'm not saying there was no cell swelling whatsoever, because I had a lot of energy on this thing. But there isn't like a pronounced, I feel bigger type cell swelling type effect. So I went over the energy, the focus, positivity, the pumps. I hope I didn't make this go too long. Damn, 15 freaking minutes. Too long. I am so sorry about that. I just babble on. We're going to finish this up. This is El Jefe Guerilla Series. Let's focus this sucker in real quick. Guerilla Series pre-workout. If you liked the review, or if you didn't like the review, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you for sure. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. I'm going to utilize this energy, put my foot on the pedal, and run through my day. We'll see you guys next time on the channel.